More severe weather coverage here on Black Sheep Weather. Well, I got caught a little flat-footed tonight, or this afternoon. I wasn't paying that close of attention to the weather down here in southeast Minnesota, and I should have. I've missed a few tornado warnings along the way. So right now what we have is we have severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect for Dodge and Olmsted counties. We have a tornado warning in effect, and that is for Freeborn, Dodge, and Olmsted counties. That will move right at Rochester here. It's going to go right towards the city of Rochester. So if I zoom in on Olmsted County, right here is the Mayo Clinic. Down here is the airport. And there's our center point of our storm right here. And that's going to move right up towards the Mayo Clinic, right through downtown Rochester. It is a radar indicated tornado warning at this time. That is in effect for another 25 minutes. So at 4:40 or 2:45, that warning will be expired. And then for our friends farther down the line, we have a line of severe thunderstorms pretty much from the Iowa border running down to just northeast of Ames. For the rest of the region, it's a quiet afternoon, cloudy, dreary, and somewhat rainy here in the Twin Cities. But farther back, if you look back here towards Aberdeen, oh look, more rain, and temperatures only in the mid to upper or low to mid 60s. But today our focus is going to be down here in La Crosse. I'm going to turn on spotter network here, and you can see there are several spotters. Vince Folletti is up here. He's on 94. He's taking a break. And then we've got Storm Runner Media right there. And I believe that's Corey Gherkin. O'Connor Croft. Wrong one. And they're down here south of La Crosse. Not sure if they're moving south across the front or if they're going to stay up in the La Crosse area. But any storms along this front right here, the stationary front, it's running from about Sullivan up to Madison, kind of follows 90-94, and then follows 90 across south of La Crosse, comes back up to about Austin, and then dives back south again, back into Iowa, down towards Okoboji, and then back up towards Sioux Falls as a warm front. So this is starting to lift north, and that's going to be something for us to consider here as the day goes on. And so that is the state of play as it is. Put this into motion. You can see that storm clearly adjusting the storms out in front of it. Taking a look at the velocity signature on this. There's this area here, and there's this area here. So we have two different areas to watch for potential rotation as this storm moves towards the Rochester area. Bear with me here. I'm doing a little computer maintenance while this warning goes off. I had some computer issues overnight that required me to rebuild the system, and I discovered this morning this afternoon as I woke up in a panic from a nap going, uh-oh, I need to be on now. I discovered that some of the things that I need for everyday streaming were not installed, so part of the reason why I'm a little late getting on a live stream today. Okay. Now the area of rotation that I'm watching the most is this area right here, right on the Dodge Mower County line, actually. Mower County this warning is in. So yeah, southwestern Olmsted, northern Mower County, near Brownsdale, 8 miles northeast of Austin, moving northeast at 40. So that's going to be this area of rotation right here. Take a look at this slightly different way. Yeah, there's that rotation there. So red's away from the radar, green is towards the radar. And you see they're starting to get a bit of a twist there. Right in here. That's our suspect area of rotation. A bit of a gust front developing here. Looks like a little downdraft from the cell to the north. That could generate some high winds moving through that same area of Rochester up by Mayo Clinic in downtown Rochester. Well, two different things going on, and both of them could cause problems. Looks like back towards Albert Lee. 3 miles west of Hayward, we did have a confirmed touchdown, and that was back at 1:30. So that would be this same group of cells. All right. Now it looks like Storm Runner Media is going to stay put. I don't blame them. They're actually in a pretty good spot. As is Vince Folletti. So yeah, we've got spotters down here on the ground. Storm chasers, I should say. Got spotters all across the region, but storm chasers are down here in southwest Wisconsin. Probably expecting a repeat of yesterday, which is what I really should have been looking at, knowing that this front is stalled out. All right, there we go. Computers are wonderful when they work. All right, let's try this again here. And we do have a new tornado warning, and that is that storm to the north. And there's another radar indicated tornado warning, and this one is going to be just Olmsted and Dodge counties. That storm is located over Mansurville, moving east at 30. So now we do have 2 areas of rotation that the Weather Service in La Crosse is watching and has issued tornado warnings on. Sitting near Mansurville. Oh. Okay. Which is likely this area right here, but it could also be this area. There's a few places along this little segment that are fairly suspicious for what is going on. I don't have my audio turned up where I can hear it. What in the heck? It's always helpful if I can hear when the warning alarm goes off. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so let's shorten up the loop here. We don't need to see the loop for the last hour here. Not right now. It is not wanting to loop. I'm not sure why. Okay. Looks like we may have just had a glitch. Yeah, something definitely did just... Something just decided it wanted to live in a different world. So let's just fix this real quick. Really? Well, it is dead. This is unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, something definitely decided it wanted to take a vacation here, so bear with. Okay, yeah, something definitely decided to take a vacation here. Why now? Oh, well. Well, Desktop decided to take a vacation. This is definitely not a good sign. Fine.